you're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second, get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
So over the past 24 hours, we've been getting several teases from Fallout 4 New Vegas, a fan recreation of Fallout New Vegas in Fallout 4's engine. This all began yesterday as they posted a video with some mysterious noises in the background, but otherwise not much else going on. Of course, the community clobbered together, and shortly thereafter we had several images on our hands. Basically, the audio in that video would come together to form an image. People had various success with actually getting this image to produce, but a lot of people were beginning to speculate it had something to do with Doc Mitchell. And when the Fallout 4 New Vegas official Twitter eventually posted their own image, it was pretty much confirmed that something taking place in Doc Mitchell's office or house would be the setting of whatever we're getting. Well, now of course we do know that we got 10 minutes of effectively raw gameplay for Fallout 4 New Vegas, showing off what is basically the first 10 minutes of the game of regular New Vegas, but also this mod. If you guys want to see the full gameplay, I'll have a link to it down below, but also linked in the little eye, but just in general, it looks awesome. If you've ever played Fallout New Vegas, and I'm sure most of you have, and if you haven't, go play it, this will likely take you back. It's pretty freaking close to what the original experience was, just updated, looking better, and even some new features added in along the way. So it looks great, and I don't want to take too much away from their own video, but I do want to highlight a few things that just deserve some highlighting. So first off, listen to this clip.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find the next of kin, but it was just something about a platinum chimp.
So you're probably like, oh, okay, they're using the voices from Fallout New Vegas. No, they're not. That's actually done third party by a voice actor. This is pretty notable because you guys may remember quite a few months ago, the other large remake mod for Fallout 3 in Fallout 4, otherwise known as the Capital Wasteland Project, pretty much died as a result of this very thing. Bethesda said you cannot use the original voice files from Fallout 3. That would not be allowed. Well, originally, Fallout 4 New Vegas was planning to do the same thing. In the wake of that news, they announced that they would be re-recording all of the voice lines in New Vegas. I think a lot of people kind of wrote that off, like, alright, so you're going to have a bunch of haphazardly recorded voices, as you see, unfortunately, with a lot of other modding projects. Even though we're only hearing the voice of one character, it sounds amazing, and I definitely think that's a beacon of hope for this mod. In the past, they've more or less said that they're going to try and finish the core mod itself and then add voice lines as they get them. So there might be components of this mod that are playable but not actually have voice acting just yet. I know some of you might be like, you spent a lot of time on the guy's voice, but that's a huge thing to note. It's definitely a massive component of this and something that I think they got really right. Then progressing on, another thing I do want to highlight, we are seeing the extended dialogue choices in action for Fallout 4. There's been several mods bringing this functionality back into the game, but it's very rarely taken advantage of. Basically, in Fallout 4's base game, support is only available for 4 dialogue choices. Obviously here we're seeing much more than that, and it looks awesome. Even just that really takes me back to some of the older Fallouts. And then traits we get a look at, which I know a lot of people do miss, and probably even Bethesda, considering it's kind of coming back in the form of mutations with Fallout 76. Even though there's a few mods kind of attempting to bring this back into Fallout 4, I feel like nobody has really done it in a super good way, or at least not as good as some of the previous games, and getting traits back in Fallout 4 New Vegas I think is going to be awesome. And just all in all, watching this 10 minutes of gameplay, one of the major takeaways I had at least was it felt very complete. Like, even though it's only 10 minutes, it seemed like everything was added in. There was no hiccups, there was nothing left out. Even though this is an early build and something that's subject to change in the future through updates, it looked awesome, and it looked like a true Fallout New Vegas remake or recreation, even from Bethesda themselves. Just take a listen, look at their mod versus Fallout New Vegas itself, and just see how close it is.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give that vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping.
I think they got something really special going on here. I'm excited to see what progress updates they post next. I really like how they're kind of showing just one segment of this game, and honestly right now we've seen more raw gameplay of Fallout 4 New Vegas than Fallout 76. Either way, to end off this video, I'm just going to show a short snippet from the gameplay they posted, maybe if you needed a little bit more convincing as to why you should check out the full trailer.
Well, I got most of it right anyway, stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.